They're a little tiny bit low. Well, Axe and Willow are okay. It just takes a little bit. Axe has the call animation of his Berserker's Call that gives you enough time to get your Ember Spirit away. Yeah.
The Cursed Crown you have to watch out for, but as long as you have a Remnant out, you're out.
But even I guess with the Cursed Crown also, you're just gone. And with the Brambles,
yeah,
you're just gone.
You need more silence, and you got the silencer, but of course,
yeah, I don't. You need everything for that one hero. What's it? Well, then you don't have anything left for Eye of Gyro.
Yeah, and it's not like Ember Spirit's gonna really be too afraid of silencer, right? He finds a silencer, he's just gonna, give him the old searing chains and the...
he can't, because he will be silenced.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's too concerned.
I don't think so either, though.
And plus the relocates, right? So you get your Ember Spirit zipping in there with an IO and a Gyro, and all of a sudden...
I'm gonna use the G word and say that I think Tigers is a little greedy, though. I mean, if it doesn't work out in the early game, they could get run over real quick, depending on this last pick by Navi. The Alchemist. Greed. That's tough by greed? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't think that's enough, though. I don't like it. But, I'm not first. Foxy's first.
I'm first.
All right.
I'm number one here.
Number one. Go for it.
All right.
What do you got, Robbie Rotten?
I'm going with Tigers here.
What a surprise.
Yeah, I know, right? I like cats. We've been over this, guys.
All right.
No, but I feel like they've got a solid draft. I feel like, that Ember is going to be able to move around quite easily. And they've been very solid. Their performances have been very on point. So no reason to not believe in them.
Alchemist. How many drafts have we been seen ruined by this Alchemist? Always coming in last, never having the big damage that we're looking for, except for this time! Put me on Navi! Why not? Who cares? All right. I'm thinking Tigers is going to take this game and make it a 2-0, but what will happen, we don't actually know. It's up to the players. And who better to tell you that story than Odie Pixel and Bulldog?
Thank you very much, CBS. It's Navi versus Tigers. It's game 2 coming up, and well, what do we have here? We have a Gyro IO, one of the SEA classical duos that seems to be taking many games by storm. They get it through as their opener. Navi, their response this game, they're going to end on an Alchemist. Well, what do we reckon about this one, Bulldog?
That is a greedy lineup from Navi. I am very worried they're going to get run over. We got Ember, he's a strong laner, very aggressive hero. We got Wisp Gyro. It's gonna we've seen this time and time again. These two heroes are very hard to screw up with. And then you get that level 15, and the hero just become bonkers.
Yeah, it's gonna be
free eggs.
Crazy. I mean, the free eggs is going to be nice for a multitude of heroes as well. I mean, even just sort of little tethers to the centaur, get the early sort of ag stampede benefits could be very nice. But yeah, for the most part, as you mentioned, connected to In Your Dream, giving him that extra punch in the fights on the gyrocopter. As Navi, I mean, what do you think sort of Navi's thought process was with the Alchemist pick? Is it that they thought that they might be able to stall the game out long enough to sort of buff up the other cores? But even if they do so, the other sort of 4 heroes in Navi's lineup, do they really sort of stand a chance late game against an Ember Spirit and a Gyro? It feels weird, right?
Well, ideally, just wants the Alchemist to get that farm to get way ahead, to give away those free eggs really early.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, if it goes hyper late game, those Ags wouldn't matter that much.
They don't even really have that, like a good Ags lineup, do they? I mean, the Weaver's nice. That's about it. And it's kind of weird.
That is pretty much about it.
Yeah.
But usually, how he's played is that you don't really rely on going super late game and give away the free eggs. Ideally, you just get that. Oh, I'm 10k ahead of you, and you can't kill me, and I got radiance, and you're all gonna die.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be pretty hard for that to happen this game.
We'll see if they can do it. Top lane, bit of a chase on to Chew, but Chew's got the backup, Suneko. Let's make sure they don't dive and chase for more. Let's see how they do this time, Navi. Much different approach to the game as compared to last time. And we have seen such heroes as the Axe do very well They've got that sort of strong hero there. The Weaver also quite contested in drafts, does get banned out a fair few times.
Yeah, and Navi did decide to give away Wisp, which we've seen before, and they lost, if I remember correctly, against Complexity. Or maybe there was some other team, but they picked some counters. Oh, hold up. No, it's fine. But they picked two kind of counters. Silencers obviously makes Wisp relocate pretty useless, because as soon as you use it, you just counter silence. Weaver is also one of the heroes that's pretty good against Wisp, because you always get in there and get in the back lines and just start hitting that Wisp and kill him. So they do have heroes against Wisp, but it remains if they get run over here and Ember get a decent start, it can be real scary.
We'll see here, Blizzy can obviously do this for Chew, the two of them just cutting the creep wave. Jar, once they've got a couple of levels, they can certainly fight this. Or at least sort of put Blizzy off from going for this, as you see a missile thrown out. Obviously in your dream, prioritizing getting the creeps underneath the tower though. And the mid lane, at the moment, pretty even in CS. It's Alchemist versus Ember Spirit. As what regions he's got? They've still got a good few tangos to munch through. Argit.
Yeah, it's not the hardest lane for Alchemist, but as soon as you get some levels on Ember, it's any rotation for Wisp, and that's pretty much a kill. They can just run him down. So it's always the fear of that. And yeah, this is not that good for Tigers, just letting the Axe completely just pull. Like, it's fine if Axe was behind, but you don't want him to pull the wave and kill neutrals at the same time.
Yeah, he's getting so much from that.
Yeah, he's definitely out farming, and they're doing the same then. They're outsmarting them.
Okay. Yeah, so if you want to start taking some of the jungle, we can take some of the jungle as well, as bottom lane Tigers get themselves behind the tower, moves in on top of Seneko, and with a quick hoof stomp double edge, they'll get first blood. Mid lane. Argit. He gets the chains onto the two of them. Can he actually survive? He's got the salve.
That hurt. Oh, the illusion.
He should be fine. But the salve, of course, cancelled.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's that fine with that.
He's going to try and stick around. He's got, I believe, a tango left just yet. Oh, and another salve there. 1437, the bro comes in, gives him a salve.
Oh, hold up.
Yes, with the soul catcher.
They're going to kill him.
Oh, wow. 1437.
MVP.
Absolutely so.
Hashtag 1438.
Whoa.
Just debate him.
Absolutely. I mean,
I'll give him that.
They're going to be very happy with that one. Coming to the lane, giving him a salve. Yeah, you got to tip that, man. That's a little slow on the tip, Argit.
Yeah.
That deserves a big tip.
What a player. Could have been so different.
Oh, Weaver letting himself getting a hoof stomped. And double edged, potentially, if Moon wants to go for it. He's a little low. I may not want to play too much around with the mana. So with the health. Oh, but if he gets hoof stomped out to crystallize, he's got to be careful. He's playing a little close to the edge.
Playing with fire.
Yeah? We'll be fine.
Yeah, the top lane is scoring. I think they're fine with this. Just keep pulling themselves. The Wisp Gyro get the farm. And even if Axe gets a pretty good game and gets early dagger, you can still just... you have the Shadow Demon who can just counter his initiations pretty easily. Just save whomever he goes on. You're not too worried about that. Yeah, the Shadow Demon is really good this game. With the disruption and the ult, where Alchemist relies on that movement, being able to run around in a team fight.
No, it's going to be super nice, sort of being able to use his Radiance against him as well, when it gets to that point.
Oh, the golems.
Oh, the dream. Thrown out.
Yep, when they changed that, he was very happy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Greevil's greed. Money rolling in for Magical. But still, as we see, Argit finding good farm in that middle lane. Doesn't really have the 6, and so at that point doesn't need to be too worried about rotations. Even so, not really a lot of lockdown for Navi's lineup. And the catch isn't going to be the greatest until the Axe is Blink Dagger top.
It's an important moment. 4 runes against Alchemist. No, only 3. But they get a kill as well. 2 kills.
All right. Tigers continue to do it. Maybe Crystallize will find some of the kills down here. It's Drive for Moon. Oh! The outplay! The double edge! They got it! Moon me out.
That communication as well there, 1437, just saying, hey, just give me 1 more second. Let me use the debuff on him. And Moon made her holding it. I mean, perfect timing.
Moon has had a great series. I mean, that game on his Pango looked fantastic. In this game, 5 minutes in, we're already starting to see some beautiful stuff with the Centaurs. I mean, a lot of the time, Crystallize, he's got to be careful on his Weaver. You're such a squishy hero for such a large portion of the early game.
Absolutely, and Moon, he's a very good player. He won a major back in the days, and then he got kicked. But he did win at once. The power of Wisp, it just TP's up.
Yeah, but he will be able to get away.
And Navi's got to be pretty scared right now because we got the Ember. Can rotate freely around now, kill anywhere, and it's got a haste top. Does he know?
See if it goes eyes it up. And of course the acid spray, quite very strong against the Ember. A couple of punches, and Argit does have to be out of that area of the mid lane. He's going for the treads.
Yeah, he's happy here. Ultimate is happy. He's farming well. But it's that switch is going to turn on soon with the aggression, and he takes it.
He
gets the haste.
Let's see where he heads with it. As it will be a quick zip back to the jungle, get some more neutral camps farmed up. The 1437 is out on the lookout. And ward down will spot him. So Sneko could look to start playing around with him. 1437 does have a TP.
Uh-oh. I think they know.
But nothing to cancel it. 1437 will get out of there, and with the way that the silencers came to find him, he should be aware that there's that ward there.
Oh, that is a very defensive ward.
So, here we go, onto In Your Dream. Can Zephyr keep him alive there? That is the question. He gets a Rocket Barrage out, and then DDC's fine. The backup of the IO. Axe and Willow at this moment in time, not really enough damage to do this bottom. So Neko and Crystallize going to start playing around with Moon again. Doesn't have level 6 yet, so no Stampede, but they do have a Disruption. Soul Catcher 2 onto Crystallize, and there's the backup. TP in from Zephyr comes through, and he's got the tether to keep Moon topped up. They're playing very nicely around one another, Tigers, as Na'Vi's still unable to get their first kill on the board. There's a full Vanguard on Moon now, so these sort of attempts from Crystallize on the Weaver are going to be much less successful now.
Yeah, and this Ultimate is farming really well in his jungle, as we see it in net worth. This is not... They need to start pressuring. We see often that you rotate and deal with this Ultimate, but they put that super safe ward there on Navi's side.
Oh! And they've got it. They trap Sneko, they get the kill. Crystallize is going to start poking back out 1437, but the Stampede's there. Doesn't matter, won't save him. The Shadow Realm hit from Chu finishes off the kill. Crystallize is on top of Moon. Oh! Goes for the TP out and he's fine. Moon again. Heads up plays, knows what to do at the right time. He's out of the lane, doesn't give up a kill. There's a big rotation there from Na'Vi for that. 3 of them down there. Space is made for the Gyro. In the dream to keep on farming. They've got a good stack as well. They'll be able to clear up with the help of the Wisp. As all 3 lanes, you see sort of on the net worth, it's very close. But Tiger's getting ahead in kills, and as you would imagine, XP as well because of this.
And Na'Vi, they're happy with this. Their Ultimate is farming freely and safely, no one contesting him. You always just want to do that, go to the middle, kill the wave, run back to jungle, hit there, and you just keep going in between these. And his timing for Radiant is looking very good. We're going to have to relocate at 6 now. Not everyone's skill set though, but that would be a very good timing right now. Just ults right now.
Great setup, just sort of chains and disruption. That's a lot of disable. So there you go, chains.
Relocate coming.
And timing. So they didn't even need it. Didn't even need it for that kill. Maybe they can find something else with it. Crystallize is trying to get on top of 1437. Does manage to get the kill with the Shikuchi.
They got stunned.
Missiles there. Oh, Crystallize. He's not got the potential to time Lance back out to safety, so he will die. Oh, the Courier nearly falling as well. Chu tries to TP, but Argit's back in with the chains as Na'Vi lose 3. They will kill off both the supports and Tigers. As you saw there on the relocate back, Blizzy, I believe, was able to cut him down. Kill off the IO. But getting 2 core kills, Tigers. Blizzy will secure a couple of the bounties for Na'Vi.
Navi really needs to get their silencer level 6 not to counter these relocates, because you should never be able to. If that relocate, if silencer 6 there just counters that will be very different.
Yeah.
Sure, the Alchemist dies, but there was 2 follow-up kills on the Weaver, and so that's something you need real soon now. And he's not doing too hot. 500 net worth on Soneko. It's fine. That's how that hero is. You just click R. And first you need to get that R, though.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's Crystallize still needing to find space to catch up on his farm. Does not have much at all for 11 minutes in on the Weaver. It's a slow start for him.
Definitely been struggling, overextending twice. Dying. But yeah, the Centaur is going to have his dagger as well soon, so even an additional aggressive pick.
On the top they want to try and go for the kill. Look at the setup, chains as well, the magical damage more than that. Wow. Dream. The dive, the tag, get the kill. He was very close to having his blink dagger golden, but is he? As that will push him further away. Drums done on in Dream.
Radiant structures are fortified.
174 gold lost, and meanwhile lost on the map. Moon starting to make steps towards his blink dagger.
And Tigers got their timing here right now as soon as that Centaur dagger comes up as well, because Navi, they don't have a... If you just want to create space for Alchemist, and he doesn't really want to join fight, so they got Axe who can have this dagger, but they don't have the greatest follow-up. They don't have a lot of damage on their supports. And Weaver, who's struggling as well, is not the strongest right now, so Navi is in pretty big trouble right now. Taking their stacks. Alchemist will not be happy about this.
And he's got the relic money too, so Magical will want to make his way over there. Called out, slows the 2 of them out. You have the Stampede there. Are trying to come in for more. They really want to force the fight here, Tigers, as they go straight away on top of Blizzy. Blizzy goes for the call, but a homing missile stuns him. Archie is able to haste away. They've lost the axe. They're popping the shrines, 1430 and getting Cursed Crown, but the damage not there to kill him. So Tigers killing off the axe, and Navi, they'll try and fight, but they don't bring anyone down in return.
And again, we do see the lack of damage coming up from Navi. They need that Radiance to get some kind of damage, and again, the Weaver is just 200 level right now. And they need 6 on Dark Widow as well, so she can get that ultimate up and running, doing some deeps. And we got the dagger. The move meander. If Navi doesn't crumble in the next 5 to 10 minutes, they could stand a chance going late. So the next 5 to 10 minutes is going to be very important. He's got a decent timing on that Radiance, but his team is kind of struggling, and the opponents are very farmed, all 3 cores. Not the greatest situation.
As Moon and 1437 are ready and on the hunt. They have the Demonic Purge. Stampede not quite back up, but you can be sure if they get their eyes on a prize, they'll take it. They will have the burst of Magical to take it down. Crystallize would be the dream. It's going to Shikuchi forward. Oh! 1437 will go for the self-destruct there. I wonder if he was actually intending to set up onto the Weaver. That's maybe a little... Oh, good.
Probably relocate. The counter.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it saves someone, but that's a long time now without silence. I mean, even with the relocate down, you know the Tigers can still find action. They don't need the relocate really to get the Gyro in position. He can just shove down a lane now, as he has the lead.
Yeah, ideally you want to use that like in a team fight and win the team fight, but this just stops a pick-off. And as you said, Tiger is not going to have any issues finding an engagement. You got 2 initiating heroes on the Centaur and Ember right now. Can just keep going at them. And yeah, Navi needs to play really well right now, because even if they go... the problem for Navi right now, even if they go super late game, as you mentioned, the Ags are not that good this game.
They're not.
So the other way you win with Alchemist is that you get really far ahead with him and they can't kill him, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. All the Tiger cores are farmed, so they're keeping up.
They do get the catch on the 1437, but in your dream, it's ready to fight to the side. The fear just come out on the 2 of them, sending the Gyro and the Eye away. The Cursed Crown as well, stunning them both up. Zephyr falling low, still alive. The bug is on him, but he finally pops. They lose the Eye. As 1437 will fall as well. Navi get 2. going to be a buyback straight away from Zephyr, ready to re-engage as RG goes for the chains. Blizzy's able to TP out, no further disable in time. Looks like Moon didn't have the blink on Houston ready to go for him. He goes for the Willow instead.
It looked like he almost could even have ran in and stunned him.
Yeah, it looks like he could have got it, but I just only assumed that when we clicked on him, maybe only just then his cooldowns were available.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't make any mistakes.
No, he's been playing very well.
The MVP.
There's RG.
Oh, yeah.
What a solo kill.
RG.
Just killing a Weaver like that. That shouldn't happen, but it did. Crystallize, he's been having a rough series, I feel. Normally Crystallize, he really does shine, but the Void game felt a little lackluster, and now this game on the Weaver, he's struggling. And he in the past has really been one of sort of Navi's standout performers. But this series, it's been a hard one for him.
Yeah, Navi looked really good at the start, but they've met their match here. Yeah. Tiger's looking very powerful, very strong. And both Ember and Pyro is keeping up with Alchemist. This is not good news for Navi. They need to get some good team fight. Like, they got the small timing now with the Radiance. They want to take some fight like they just tried, but they only got 2 supports, so that's not the ideal situation.
Now Moon could go for this jump with RG. They can get the jump. Why not? In fact, whoa. Blizzy, he makes the jump for them. They go forward. The Stampede and the Fear will allow them to create quite a distance. It's enough to buy time for the Yules from the Ember to come out, but the Global Silence is there to follow up. Jump in from Moon, but he jumped in after the Global Silence. There's going to be no spells. Cannot get the Who Stomp off because the dunk and control there is from Blizzy with the Berserker's Call. They lose the 2 of them. 14:37 now being chased as Na'Vi. They're striking back. Jump forward from Magical. He's got the connection with the concoction. Na'Vi take 3 kills. Power of the Alchemist starting to show. As well, Blizzy. Are they going to get more? The Gyro and the IO? I mean, they'll get the Gyro out of there, but that IO is not going to stand much of a chance at all as he gets brought back.
He's trying to help his friend, but it's too late.
It is far too late. Nothing to save the IOs. Na'Vi effectively getting 4 kills.
There we go. Exactly what Na'Vi needed. It was looking really grim there, but getting those kills, they have the Radiance now, so they are pretty strong, and he's going instantly for the dagger, so he really wants to get to be stronger in the fight, which makes a lot of sense. It really feels like right now they want to be fighting back, because if it goes too late, like we're getting closer and closer to that Wisp, level 15.
It's not going to get
the talent.
It's not going to get any easier. And they do need to try and find some levels for the IO.
Tigers are really split up there. They're also really strong. Like, yeah. We'll see how this goes.
Only a 1k lead now for Tigers. They do throw away a decent amount of that advantage they had.
Plus 1 second searing chains. Would be excellent.
Could make
against the Weaver.
That certainly will be. Here we go. Na'Vi smoked up. They know they can do those. They take these fights. We saw them get away with 4 kills without losing anybody.
Global up in 5.
And want to strike again. Who will they find? Only Moon down here.
Moon is fast. Look at the dagger.
Not fast enough. They get him with a call. Concoction onto him as well. He'll try and stampede away. Does get a bit of safety ball for him. But surely will still fall. The global comes out. As Moon dies, they're trying to lead him with the Gyro. They'll get the kill onto Seneko. Can they get more? The Fear's going to be sent out. Doesn't catch onto the Gyro. So In Your Dream can continue to punch. They jump in. They've got the control. In fact, Ember with the chains is set up for a kill onto the Alchemist. The Cursed Crown will stun the Gyro for now. Crystallize trying to separate them. Chu moving in with the Bedlam. There's Chu as well. Chu has the control. Gets the kill on In Your Dream. As again, Na'Vi will come out on top of this exchange. It's 14:37. He is dead as well. Whoa! Time lapse.
Oh, do they have a dagger?
What did he get Argent too? They are Na'Vi. They are going to team wipe Tigers. Blizzy with the dunk. Tigers starting to slip as Na'Vi coming online in full force and just outplaying them in the fights. Moon? Oh, I mean, he tried to jump forward. They're just going to be able to kill him. He doesn't get the kill onto the Dark Willow, and now he pays with his life. Another kill for Na'Vi. 4K lead now for them. Tigers, they're throwing it away.
Moon, MVP last game. Now what?
Na'Vi just
now
getting
what?
so much out of these fights. This Alchemist, he's only going to get further and further ahead.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I'm still feeling good for Tigers. Like, even though these are like disaster fights, it's still only a 4K lead, so it's not that bad. And they do have that late game as well. Like, the cores are still farmed. I don't need to panic just yet.
Because this is as well sort of the expected position to be when you're against an Alchemist. Obviously they're 4K, so the inflated gold the Alch provides. The Shadowblade will be the next item for Blizzy, and he's pretty much got the money for it after those last few fights. A very wealthy axe, and with the stack as well. That should give him the funds to finish that blade off. There's Na'Vi feeling confident, ready to just continue taking objectives and sort of forcing Tigers to come to them. As for Tigers, they do still need to sort of wait out the time to get that level 15 on the eye. I believe they're still not quite there. It's level 13, so it's nearly made it. They need that extra bit of punch, extra bit of damage to come out during the disables that Na'Vi are throwing down onto the Gyro.
And we've seen the last two fights where Na'Vi is the one who always initiates, which seems to be the deciding factor right now. It will be looking very different if Tigers actually decided to go for a kill. The blinking Centaur, but Na'Vi going on aggressive. And here we go again.
There we have it. Sentry's placed by Moon. Oh, Blizzy gets the call onto the Ember Spirit. Moon there with the counterplay. Defensive disruption as well. Will keep the Ember safe. Has he got a remnant out? Yes, he has. He's out. Keeps a safe distance. As he's going to have to high magical, stun himself. They want to go back in. They want to go for this. They put the chains. Another concoction is being cooked up on Moon. He's got the stun. Can he throw it out in time? Magically can. The fear. The concoction is out onto the two of them, and indeed in your dream. Waltz is in with the cooldown. Get the kill on one. They're pretty low though on Tigers. They're still trying to fight this. Who's stopped from Moon? Holds back Blizzy. The maze will be duked out as Moon navigates himself out of the garden. And a 1-for-1 Tigers are able to kill that big old Alchemist, the kill that they needed. They can still kill him, and your dream making the plays happen. He's still being fights before that Aghanim's talent is there from the IO. Oh, Blizzy. Can he do this? He's got the damage.
He does.
Blizzy finding a free Ember Spirit kill out of nowhere.
Hashtag Blitz right now.
Blizzy, he has been he's 8-2-4 this game. Looking to parallel the offlane performance from, of course, Moon last game. Blizzy having a much better time on the axe than he did on his Enigma.
You really need to wait for this Gyro, and with 50 now to want to fight again. They just need the double attack, and Gyro needs that BKB. Maelstrom, I'm not sure what he's got in this game. Almost has a BKB. And Sanchiasha, not super common on this hero, but you get that mass move speed with Wisp, which is always nice. But that BKB will be huge now.
Blizzy trying to play around with the Shadow Demon, doesn't quite get the jump. Tigers, they're going to want to do something about this. They're giving up towers. Na'Vi though with this wraparound.
And can an aggressive Dota.
Smoked up. 1437, he's going to get a nasty surprise.
He'll take that for the cause. For his team.
Oh. Nearly 5 minutes, well in fact they may just.
Oh.
The core, the concoction, they're going in onto Moon. Moon needs help, but he's not going to get it. The damage too much. Crystallized with this Maelstrom, offering an insane amount of damage.
Oh no, the runes. Oh, the real. Oh.
global!
Radiant's top tower.
The global there, what to stop the relocate onto the bounty.
Oh,
Keep
can't
it.
take it.
Keep
Did he
it.
know though that he was relocating for a rune?
Wow, they knew they were relocating because they have those deep observer wards in the jungle, so they saw them going for it. They don't have vision on that rune spot, but he knew. Silencer, he was like, all right, you're not getting my rune.
I understand how important those runes are.
Yeah.
They win you the game.
Let's here we go. Let's see how this changes things up. Tether Grant Scepter bonus now online.
Oh, wrong. It was another camp. Level 2 Wisp.
I mean, I'll just build this game. We're going for the Lincoln Sphere. Is this really a good game for the Lincolns on the Ember? Like, what does it really sort of crazily save you from? That's sure they are single target, but none of the single target spells are sort of like game enders for an Ember Spirit, are they?
No, I don't think he necessarily needs it. It's just that Alchemist done, which is a little bit annoying, but...
But you normally have, I mean, I guess with the blink he can get straight on top of you and there's not really the chance to dodge. So, yeah, I guess that's sort of what he's most worried about.
We're going to get the timing now. BKB level 15 and everything. Here we go.
Blizzy with the Shadow Blaze. So many issues. He does go underneath the sentry. Let's see him just on the side of it. They're moving in.
Up. There we go.
Here we go. In your dream, going in with the BKB. The damage as well. It's punching through the margins. They like to get the axe. Use the Stamping now to start to back up Magical with his own BKB trying to commit onto the Centaur. But he hasn't got the damage alone. Disruption's out. Argit with the chains. They've got the control. They've got the damage. They get crystallized as well. 2 kills for Tigers. Moon beats down Seneko as well. 3 kills. They'll lose the Gyro to the Shadow Realm here. Can Argit go back in? I don't know if he can he?
He can.
Can he?
Wisp.
He's feeling a little scared. Can he dodge this?
Link.
The backup. The Yule. Removing the Cursed Crown. He can go for this.
Can he though?
Chains. Chains hits Shadow Realm targets.
No, I don't believe so. I assume he would do it then.
I assume he would. I guess they don't. I guess they mustn't. I guess they don't.
Man, we see the timing. The timing of Wisp level 15 and a guy with BKB. What the difference that makes. They were losing all the fights and all of a sudden they get those items and beep, bop, boop.
Indeed. 21, still with that 4k lead, but you know, being an Alchemist lineup, you do expect to be quite a bit further ahead. Especially at sort of the 28-minute mark. This Gyro IO. It's time to see what they can do in these fights. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, and again, as you said, you want to be way further ahead with Alchemist, but then you feel like the second thing, the Axe is going to come online, and you're going to be like, well, you're going to win from that. But again, not with this lineup. It's not that impressive.
No, I mean, they said the Weaver actual. That's a beaut.
Yeah,
but then what are you doing? You're saving someone else. You're not saving yourself, and you don't really have the person you're saving really is going to be the Alchemist himself. You know, it's sort of a greedy Axe to give away. You're going to give it the Weaver, and then you're going to be telling the Weaver to time lapse you every fight. So, which could be nice. Giving him a second life, as we see with the BKB and the Radiance, you know, when he goes in, it does take some time to kill the Alchemist, but it's not impossible for Tigers. And still, you know, yet really, only really the Weaver that hits super hard, as long as he doesn't die or get caught out by chains or a Who Stomp. Crystallize has to be very careful with his positioning.
We should have an Axe ready now as well, on the Centaur, maybe. It's getting closer.
Just 1k gold away.
Yeah, that's going to make a good difference. Right now, Tigers is itemizing a lot for this survival. Okay.
I mean, with the Weaver, Weaver's got the damage. We get the Weaver in here, crystallize.
Are they not aware?
Are Tigers out? Do they know what's going on?
They don't know.
They don't have any wards around here.
They don't know.
They don't? It's going to be a free one for Na'Vi.
I'll take that.
They're going to expect it way too late. It's gone. It's taken. Magical with the Aegis. I'm going to kill that out twice.
Yeah, Na'Vi decided, or Tigers decided to go for their runes instead. They just didn't know that.
Yeah.
And again, they trade 2 for 2, but you got an Alchemist and he'll take that trade.
I'm going to see if they can find something straight off the bat. with the Aegis. They get the jump.
Oh, man.
Oh, Blizzy. What a catch. The gyro and the IO.
Who is this guy?
Perfect axe call. Blizzy. There's mid lane, Arjit. Crystallize trying to get on top of him. Starts to poke, starts to get some of that mana taken away. Concoction, unsuccessful. Magical not quite able to get on top of the Amber Spirit, and especially as we see now, does have the Lincoln Sphere complete. So he's hard to catch. 1437 just sending out illusions, trying to see if he catches out any movements of Na'Vi in the jungle. The double-edged talent online for Moon. Now if he does find the Hoostomp, he's got a crazy amount of burst. Still going to be ever so strong against heroes like the Weaver.
Alright, now they got the axe.
700 damage nuke.
That is good.
That is good.
But axe is going to obviously make a big difference here. And Tigers, they're taking these fights where they just get, or pickoffs after pickoffs where they die, and they gotta stand their ground soon. They're not weak at all. Ember's got his Lincoln now in 20. Maybe they just feel comfortable with going that like super late game, even though they're against Ultimates, because they feel the Axe are not gonna win them the game. And we know about Ultimates, he kind of falls off. Like he's just, in the end, he's just a hero that runs around, right-clicking.
Oh, look at this Blizzy! He found the remnant, and he was hiding. He was prepared to come back. He's got the Yules, but again, Blizzy. Again! Another jump, another catch with the Berserker. Or backups there. And your Dream coming in with a combo. Moon jumps in, look at the Hoostomp, the double hit. They manage to kill Magical the once as they keep themselves alive. Chase from Chew. Curse Crown's down, blink away from Margit, but it was absolutely a bait. It was a bait, they fell for it. Hoostomp comes out of time, Blizzy is back in. Can they keep Center alive? Global Silence is out. So that's going to be Moon down for 70 seconds. BKB committed by Magical. Curse Crown onto the gyro. They're trying to take him out, relocate, they get him away to safety. Oh. Damn. It's gone. They're back in. They're ready to fight on the relocate back. And Na'Vi, no. Na'Vi's not sticking around for this one. So they do manage to beat the Aegis out of Na'Vi. Cost them the Centaur's life. But Global Silence is down as well. So Tigers, I get to find them. They do get a DD rune as well down bottom.
Oh yeah.
See if they can catch anyone out with this. They sweep over towards the mid. They've got a good chance of finding a target.
Oh yeah, this is going to be it.
He's doing that BKB for 20 seconds either. With the DD, they're doing a lot. He's going to try and get himself out of the match. Blizzy coming in to help out with the disruption. Will save the gyro, make sure that he doesn't kill himself on Blizzy's blade mail. The root, the change, they've got the catch onto Magical. Magical can't get the concoction out with the BKB up on the gyro. But the overall Tigers, they're losing the more heroes. Crystallize with the BKB, he'll stay alive. They may have killed the Alchemist, but they lose 3 more heroes for it. It's Crystallize with his BKB able to hit back hard. A lot of damage being done there by the gyro.
Holy crap.
But it wasn't enough to take the fight.
Blizzy is always in the right spot all the time. If he's not there, that'll be so different. This guy, look at him.
He's already looking for more. But Moon, one of the harder targets to jump alone.
And this blade mail doing so much right now.
Yeah.
They definitely need that Satanic that's coming up soon. It's going to make the difference.
Still not, yeah, but he's died a couple of times. He's not invested in any of the bits of it, so he is losing a bit of gold each and every time. So again, push further away from the Satanic in your Dream.
And the Weaver is becoming a massive threat right now. Yeah. He's got that experienced talent, so almost hitting 25.
Yeah, this is very quick.
It's going to be so good at just positioning to kill Wisp over and over every time.
There's Moon. Setting up. Na'Vi, they know that there's going to be something ready for them up top, especially with the gyro respawning. Got to play it careful. Crystallize back to the bottom lane. Sweep up this last bit of experience and we'll have that 25. It's Magical. They want to go for this, the Yules. It's there to dodge the fear, and it's going to be the Magical Silence. It's going to explode itself. The Global Silence is used, but in your Dream, he's got the BKB to remove it, but it doesn't matter. They've lost the Ember Spirit. The focus from Magical is too heavy as he's going over the BKB, slowed down by the Demonic Purge. Stampede being popped. There's a buyback from Argit. Tigers really want to fight this. They know there's no global, they know there's no BKB, but can they actually catch anyone on Na'Vi? It doesn't look like it. So a wasted buyback there from Argit. Unable to actually keep the fight going and do anything in response.
Oh boy, what about the runes? Can we see how many runes? Who got the runes?
Na'Vi.
Oh, they
Na'Vi,
got three.
they got three. They got three.
Oh,
Just the one.
Lord. Just call it.
It's a tough game.
Just call
Na'Vi is getting a severe lead. Seeing the money for the AC done on Magical. He can start building that Aghanims. As we say, he's going to want to give one to the Weaver for sure.
16k lead. People at home are sitting right now. Oh, Navi's got it. Well, I'll tell you they don't got it. As a TI winner, I'll tell you right now, they're going to lose. I won't tell you why.
Okay.
But they will lose.
Well, let's see. Gaben says there's still a 25% chance for Tigers this game. That's a good amount. There's still certainly ways that Tigers can close this game. But it's not going to be easy. The size that the Weaver and the Alchemist are getting to, Blizzy as well. Teams as a whole, Na'Vi showing us the team play that has allowed them to get to this stage of the tournament. It's getting a little too much potentially for Tigers. There's the item pickup. Satanic done on the gyro. In your dream, should not worry about dying straight away, especially to sort of these counters like the Blade Mail. He's got means to deal with it.
Money tanking, pushing high ground is always an issue against an Ember, so Tigers is just gonna slow down, get some more items, wait for that super late game, and finally move for a butterfly. Need some damage on this Skyro. Everything is fine. And GPM talent on the Wisp, I believe, so he's gonna get rich now. Almost getting a BKB. Can't get locked down then. And just kite the... But then you change it with Wisp, you can just keep the movement speed from the gyro and you just kite the Weaver easily. Can't get locked down, easy game. And they're going really defensive items.
Yeah, Argit,
Tigers.
No offensive potential at all, really. It's going to start falling off. Scaling not great.
Yeah, they just want to take the longer fights. They got the Shiva, Lincoln, they got Satanic, and just all these super defensive items.
Yeah, I mean, I guess eventually it will be fine. As soon as the gyro gets a damage item on top of the Satanic.
And here we got the Axe.
Here we go.
Definitely should go for Weaver.
You got to give it to the Weaver, right?
Man, that Axe is annoying to deal with.
Yep. Extra bit of beef as well for Crystallized, but so the second life that can be given to Magical or Blizzy.
And not only is that you can give it away to someone, it's also that the cooldown is super low now, 16 seconds. Really annoying to deal with.
You've got to somehow get on top of Crystallized.
Here would have got the high ground. This is not good.
Oh, 40-37, he's on the low ground. Smoke dispels, you know something's up there.
They know.
They do, they get the chains. Moon as well, going with the Hoostomp. They try to get the burst, but there's the Axe. Blizzy now in perfect position for the 3-man. Got the BKB down. Can he heal himself up? He's trying. He's popped the Satanic, but they've lost the Centaur. The IO starts to heal him up, but he can't save him. Zephyr tries for the relocate out, but Na'Vi get on top of him. Na'Vi taking these fights with ease now. And ready to push down that middle lane. Into the base of Tigers they go. There's no buyback on Moon or In Your Dream. So the mid lane racks. Therefore Blizzy tries for the call, doesn't get it. 14-37 with the disruption. Magical throws out a concoction. They get the middle racks. Na'Vi now moving towards the top. They want more. And is there anything the Tigers can do to stop it? I don't know. Argit still not quite having the Shiva's Guard picked up. As they put the fortification. Argit straight away heading to clean out the middle lane. But top, Na'Vi, they'll take that tier 3 tower. The backdoor protection is kicking in though. There's no creeps near the base. So Na'Vi will not be able to get a second set of racks.
Oh, the Ember, please, for the love of God, you're against an Ultimist. Just go for the runes in a time like this. What are you doing?
Well, kill Seneko, but as you say, sort of Seneko's work already done here. All these runes, all this gold, really amounting up for Na'Vi. 26k gold lead now.
It's still fine. You still think Neville will win? I know you're doing that at home, but I'm telling you, this will be one of those long, epic games, and Tigers will come out on top.
All right. Let's have a look. What does Dota Plus say? Are we seeing them? Oh, only 6% chance for Tigers to win, according to the computers.
Computers are just computers.
That's true. They're not real. Yet. Na'Vi.
Oh boy, okay, that guy's pretty fun. That might be
Excellent you.
We're fine. Everything is fine.
We got a BKB on Blizzard too. Crystallize. He's got the nullifier. Got a good amount of money to start building into the heart. It really is all coming together.
This guy really needs 2 more items.
He does. How's he doing on top of the Satanic? He's halfway to the butterfly. But as you say, at this point, it's sort of getting into the territory where he ideally needs to the butterfly and MKB, or maybe something bigger, maybe even a divine rapier after the butterfly. See how he feels the situation is, and it's Na'Vi. They're ready for another roach taking. Can Tigers get over in time to contest this? They don't seem prepared again. They're not heading towards the pit. Na'Vi, they take it down way too quick. It's going to be another Roshan for Na'Vi. Cheese and Aegis going the way of Crystallize. And he knows as long as he can keep himself alive, he can also keep others alive with him. With that Aghanim's time lapse.
And it's really hard for Tigers to fight right now, having to deal with that global silence and the Weaver ultimate. They really need to burst someone, but they don't really have burst heroes, so it's really easy for a Weaver to save someone.
Radiant are scanning.
See, what side are you going to go for next? He's got to be some like a Miona, right? Some sort of damage. Yeah, he's going to go back for the Miona now. It's a very late time to get that damage on. And he really can't afford to die. He's literally itemized so that he doesn't die. So if he dies, you know, that's a job not well done. It's magical.
Seneko, what are you up to, buddy? Oh, what are you doing?
He just get the Seneko. Can they get the kill in time of Seneko? They cannot. Seneko kept alive by the Aghanim's time lapse from Crystallize. They killed off the Eye of the Fig, disabling the gyro. He'll be disrupted. Can he do anything to keep himself alive? He can't. He has to buy back straight away. Arjit jumping forward, but there's the control. They get the stun off. He tries to run it away. Does dodge the Berserker's called Moon. Jumps in. The Who Stomp on the backline as he's burst down the silence, but Seneko buys back. Nullifier onto the gyrocopter. They've lost the Centaur. He has to buy back as well. They're trying to push Na'Vi back here. They only killed the silencer. Na'Vi getting everyone else out of there. They got the full set of racks. As Na'Vi continue to extend their lead, Tigers unable to really take sort of a hit back to Na'Vi.
What was Seneko going uphill there for? Completely out of position, dying there. Very sloppy play on his behalf. Just barely getting that ult off. Could have gone a lot worse there. Yeah, this is actually not very good right now for Tigers, having to buy back on that Gyro. He's the one who needs those items. He needs items and you can't really buy back right now.
Send himself back here.
Alright, or just sell it now. Yeah. And get that Eagle song. Get that Eagle song. Sell the TP. You don't need to TP.
Oh, that's true. We're giving the money.
No way. I don't know about this.
Moon is trying to jump in, but they can. The Aghanim's time lapse keeps Seneko safe. Magical throws out the concoct to the BKB's out, but they've got the core. They've got the damage they have with the dunk down. That's In Your Dream dead for 2 minutes. No buyback. As 14:37 found as well. GG. Well played is cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go into a game 3 as Na'Vi strike back in the second game.
Just like I said.
Yeah, my pick.
Exactly what I said would happen. What the hell? Slacks is right.
Slacks was right.